Today we're going through the top 5 types of exercise for overall weight loss. Weight loss is something that's very important to all of us, not just because it's bikini season somewhere, no matter what time of year it is. And bikini season's a mindset, so it's whenever and wherever you want it to be. But weight loss is something important to our overall health. So not just what we see on the outside, say the superficial way that our bodies look, the way that our muscles look, the tone that we have, amount of adipose tissue or fat that we can see on the outside of our muscles, but really what's going on the inside. So like around your organs, around your heart, around your lungs, around your liver, around your kidneys, which directly affects how those organs function. And maintaining a healthy weight is important because the more weight that we have, the more stress goes through our joints. It's said that with every pound of weight that you lose, you take 4 pounds of ground reaction force off of your ankles, knees, hips, and back with every single step you take. So weight loss is something that's very important because it affects us not just now and how we feel getting out of the bed, say getting on and off the commode, going up and down stairs, getting in and out of our car, but it does affect what our quality of life is going to be for the remainder of our life. So without further delay, here are those 5 types of fat loss and weight loss exercises. Number 1, one of the simplest ones that we do every single day, walking. Walking is something that we often take for granted, but it is said that a low intensity exercise like walking done for enough reps can be just as beneficial to you as running. It's said that if you run 1 mile or you walk 1 mile, you burn the same amount of calories. The variable in that equation is the time. So how long it takes you to walk versus run, that's really the main difference. So walking is very beneficial. If you've ever seen the documentary on Netflix talking about the blue zones, so basically the areas around the world where people have an increase in longevity of life. So they have these centurions, these people that have lived to be over 100 years old. One of the main characteristics between all of the 5 different cultures around the world that comes up over and over again is that they walk. Walking is something that you can do throughout your lifetime. It's something not only that gets you from point A to point B, but it's something that helps maintain the density of your bones and the strength of your muscles. Well, let's say walking isn't enough for you. You can take it up a notch and go to jogging. So just an increase in intensity of walking. Puts more ground reaction force through your joints and your legs, but you also work your muscles at a higher intensity, so you get more out of it, but it's not quite as intense as running. And then running is the same thing as jogging, just at a more rapid pace. So there's more force that your body has to absorb, but there's more strength that you have to have in order to be successful with it. So you can stress your body in a faster way with running than you can with jogging, than you can with walking. But whatever your intensity level is, just do what you can do. Your body will tell you if it doesn't like it. Exercise number 2, cycling, riding a bicycle. Whether you're talking about a recumbent bike where you're sitting there at the gym kind of pedaling over and over again while you're watching the TV, or you're on a bicycle and you're actually going down a sidewalk or down a street. Riding a bicycle is something that's low intensity on your joints, so you don't have to have that ground reaction force going through your ankles, knees, hips, and back with every single step like you do with jogging or running, but it is something that can get your heart rate up to a level where you're going to achieve cardiovascular fitness. Number 3 is swimming. Yeah, swimming. You don't have to be weight bearing in order to get the benefits of exercise. So you don't have to be standing up or holding any kind of resistance in order to put resistance through your body. Though when you get into a pool, the buoyancy of the water naturally takes some of the forces of gravity plus your body weight off of your joints. Your muscles have to move a little bit slower in the water because they have the resistance of the water. Swimming is cool because when you work your muscles in the water, you're less likely to break them down to the point where they become sore. So swimming typically makes you less sore than, say, weightlifting or running or even cycling. So if you're somebody who can't run and you're not somebody that has a bike or even likes to bike, swimming is a great substitute. So if you are somebody that likes to lift weights or likes to go to the gym, likes the camaraderie of working out with other people around, somebody to kind of push you or hold you accountable, then HIIT training may be what you're looking for. HIIT, or high intensity interval training, is a way for you to get your heart rate up and keep it up by varying movements in a very intense fashion with very short rest breaks in between. So it's a way that you can get a lot of work done in a relatively small amount of time. Think about, say, going to a CrossFit class where the class may last an hour and the first few minutes of that is the warm-up. So it's not even pushing weight or jumping or moving at a high intensity. So you can get a lot of work done in a small amount of time, but you have to take up the intensity, which isn't for everybody, but some people thrive in that environment. So let's say you don't necessarily want to work out at the intensity of HIIT training or CrossFit style workouts. Then just weight training is something that's really important. Whether you're Olympic lifting, whether you're powerlifting, whether you're bodybuilding, or whether you're just exercising to look better naked. Whatever your goal is, it really doesn't matter. But most people don't associate lifting weights with losing weight. But lifting weights is a great way to burn fat. When you combine your diet with your cardio, with your weightlifting, all of those three things together, then you're hitting it from all angles. It's a way to achieve your maximum results in a minimal amount of time is to hit it from all three angles. HIIT training is beneficial because it increases your metabolic rate and burns a lot of calories in a relatively small amount of time. Weight training is beneficial because you can break down your tissues to the point where you can achieve muscle hypertrophy, where your muscles increase in size and in tensile strength. Strength training doesn't have to be limited to just lifting weights. If you've ever worked out with a TheraBand, if you've ever been to physical therapy, you've probably gotten one of those stretchy bands. Well, those stretchy bands are another way that we provide resistance. You can also use your body weight as resistance. So whether you're just standing up and sitting down in a chair, whether you're doing a push-up, finding whatever you have around the house to give you some added resistance allows you to strength train no matter where you are. Your only limitation is your lack of creativity. But let's say you don't like to think about fat loss as something you have to exercise to get. Say you want to do things that are a little bit more fun. Dancing is a great way to burn calories in a fun way. So if you're somebody that doesn't like to go to the gym but likes to burn calories and you like to dance, that's a great way to get the best of both worlds. Let's say you like to exercise but you don't like to do high intensity exercises. Say you're somebody that likes to do something like yoga, Pilates, water aerobics, whatever the case is. Those low intensity, say slower moving forms of exercise are still exercise. They're still stressing your tissue. They're still putting resistance through your muscles. They're still forcing you to increase your blood flow, get your heart rate up, increase your metabolic rate. So even if you're going to, say, a yoga class where you get into one position and hold it for several minutes at a time, being able to hold your body in that position for that prolonged periods of time is another way to resistance train your muscles. So you don't have to be moving in order to be as exercising or burning calories. And there you have it, the top 5 types of exercise for weight loss. Please subscribe to my YouTube page and leave a comment down below. If you leave the comment, "I subscribed," I'll do my best to respond to your comment. Have a good day. See ya.